festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the New York Yankees. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, this is going to be special. What's more exciting than a home opener?
How about a home opener for an undefeated club? I mean, that's pretty special if you ask me. They couldn't have asked for a better start to the year, and now they're hoping the celebrations continue here in front of their home fans.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Taking the ball for the Yankees, Carlos Rodon. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah, Luke, this is a guy that struck out over 200 batters just a year ago. So he's definitely one of those guys that's got ridiculous swing and miss stuff. Hitters have to make a decision early, and that causes them to many times guess wrong and end up missing the baseball. But when you got a guy that's taking the mound that has the ability to send guys walking back to the dugout, it can be pretty fun to watch, and hopefully that's what we'll see in this one.
One up, one down. And time now for the Marlins lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
And now the center fielder, Jacob Marcy. In there for strike one. Rodon making his first start of the year. And he was selected for the All-Star game last year. In the air, right field, Gonzalez should have this one. And there's two down.
Batting third, the left fielder, Kyle Stowers.
Now the left fielder, Kyle Stowers. Stowers with a homer in his last game. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Chisholm settles under it, and that is that. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Back after this on the show. Back now in the Bronx. And getting the start for Miami, Jansen Junk. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Boog, you don't always know what to expect with this guy on the mound. There are times he's really good, but that's not always the case. For me, I want to see how aggressive he's going to be out there. We'll see it right away if he's pitching with confidence. And if he is, he should be just fine.
Carlos Gonzalez stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing, and that ball smashed on the line. Fair ball. The throw in. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
All over that one right there. It's always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair. So that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Phillips now at the plate. Leading the AL in batting average. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Phillips came up with 4 hits in his last game. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Liner, base hit. The run comes across and the Yankees score first. It's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Phillips on at first, nobody out. Swung on, belted. Out of here. Aaron Judge blasts one out the opposite way. His second of the year, and they add on. It's 3-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Next to hit, Cedar Rafaela. And that one popped to short. Takes it in for the out. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Outside with a breaking ball. Foul ball. The 1-1. And it's fouled away.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
Ball, that's out.
Rice matched a homer in his last game. Hot shot to third. Over to first. That ends the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 3-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, top of the second.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ballgame.
On the ground. Throws to first in time. 1 pitch and 1 out.
That is it. The first baseman, Griffin Conine.
Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. Yeah, that's fouled off. Right down to shoot. That is strike 2.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Got him looking. 2 down.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
2 outs, base is empty. And now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards.
Yeah!
Edwards went deep in his most recent game. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. On the ground to third. McMahon fires across the diamond, And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Yankees 3 and the Marlins nothing. Back in New York, bottom of the inning, Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. That one ripped but foul. Caballero launched a homer in his most recent game. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Oh, great stop. To first. Nicely done for the out.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Ryan McMahon now. Close, but called the ball. Ball 1. Swing and a foul out of play. The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Down in order go the Yankees, but they lead at 3-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers.
Aye!
That one fouled off. Rodon ready. The 0-2 on the way. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Jared Serta in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Out towards right center field. Gonzalez under it. And there are 2 down.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 34, Liam.
So up next, Liam Hicks. Hicks working in new surroundings after getting selected in the Rule 5 draft in the offseason.
Yeah, Rule 5 pickups can be so critical at times. Think of some of the players acquired that way. Johan Santana, Shane Victorino, even Hall of Famers like Hack Wilson and Roberto Clemente. He's got an opportunity now that he's with this new franchise.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss at a slider. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 9 straight retired here to start the game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in New York, set for the bottom of the third, Carlos Gonzalez stepping in now for the Yankees. It's through for a hit, and the leadoff man aboard. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Next to hit, Andres Phillips. That one is absolutely belted, and it one-hots the...
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So, runners at the corners, nobody out. Here's Judge now. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Judge comes up empty there.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Judge rips that one. Marcy on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Center fielder, number 12.
Here's the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela. 0 for 1 so far.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
2 on, 1 out. Swings through that one for strike 1. Swings and misses. And the count is 1 and 2.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Struck him out swinging. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
13, second baseman,
Jazz Chisholm Jr. getting ready to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Miami's bullpen with some action. Number 61, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Gusto, the right-hander, also getting loose. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Two on, 2 outs. Fights that one away, still 1 and 2.
Well, pretty clear to me, he's trying to go deep right there. But you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And a sweeper misses for a ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
3-2 now. Gloves it on the dive. Throws from the seat of his pants.
Out!
And he gets him. Nicely done.
Great concentration to get that one started. He gets the force at second. Glove work at its finest.
Back at Yankee Stadium. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Heriberto Hernandez. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swing and a ball popped up. Rice moving under this one. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Marlins, the center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jacob Marcy. Flied to right his first time. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started. Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Brings it in. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Marlins, the left fielder, Kyle.
And up next for Miami, Kyle Stowers. 0 for 1. He flied out to right in his first trip. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Near the fence. Has room, and he makes the catch. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the 4th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Ben Rice.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And there's a foul ball. Strike 2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Marcy has a beat on it. 1 down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Jose Caballero.
So up next for New York, Jose Caballero. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Caballero, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Swings through that one for strike 2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
2 outs, base is empty. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Grounded out his first time. Nice grab. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. So the Yanks go in order. but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back in the Bronx, and now here's the Marlins DH, Connor Norby.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
And that one fouled off.
You know, these Marlins just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point. And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Caballero handles, throws to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Up next for the Marlins, the first baseman, Griffin Conine.
So digging in, Griffin Conine struck out looking his first time. Swing and a pop-up. 2 down.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Xavier Edwards.
And the batter now, Xavier Edwards. Grounded out his first time up.
Hey!
Two down, nobody on. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Hit on the ground to short. Caballero. Now the throw to first on the run.
He got
time. Got him. So 5 perfect innings in the books. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Ryan McMahon. Hammered on a lot. The left base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Fastball even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside. Get that barrel there to meet it just in time. I'll tell you what, it's not easy to do.
Back to the top of the Yankee order, Carlos Gonzalez will hit next, and that one lifted in the air center field. Marcy takes it in for the out. 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Andre.
Here's some real power at the plate. Andres Phillips. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there. It's got a chance. And that's going to bang against the wall. And it'll be runners at second and third. Only 1 away.
Well, here we are. Third time through the order. And this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Jansen Junk won't go any further. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. Number 61 gets the call from the pen.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
Critical at bat coming up, and in steps Aaron Judge. The Yanks trying to break this one open. Last half of inning number 5. And a big swing and a miss. The 1-1. Swing and a miss.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off, see if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Up next for the Yankees.
A nice job behind the plate to complete the out at first while keeping those runners at second and third. That could have turned out way worse for the defense.
Cedar Rafaela stepping in now for the Yankees. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Two on, 2 outs. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Yanks strand a pair, but they lead it 3-0. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage of the game.
Chase me, but I wouldn't mind it if you give me just a little bit of something we can.
Otto Lopez,
Leading off for the Marlins,
the next to hit.
The shortstop, Otto Lopez.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day. It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
You know, the danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting contact on it. If you're going to miss, you want to miss towards the corners, not in the middle. Right there, he does a great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter.
Cerna in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. The 0-1. Fought off foul. The Marlins still looking for their first hit in this one. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
2 down, bases empty. Liam Hicks getting ready to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Grounds 1 to short. Fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. So he's perfect through 6. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. in the Bronx. Bottom of the 6th, Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in down for the Yankees. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changed playing than what he was anticipating.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there, generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Rice,
Off the
next
plate,
to
ball
hit,
1.
takes ball 1.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Swing and a miss. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Caballero in the box again. Takes a strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Boog, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Down the middle for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Signup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. 1 away. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So up next, Jacob Marcy.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Kyle Stowers. Swing and a ground ball. In plenty of time to first. That's out number 3. The perfection continues. 21 straight have been retired. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back for more from the Bronx. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells.
You can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. 0-1 down. Late on that fastball.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
And a left-handed batter facing a left-handed pitcher that's got some sink like that at the end. It's just the bottom falls out of it when it looks like it's going to be a pretty good pitch in that location that everyone says lefties love.
McMahon now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late. On the ground. Right side. The throw to first. 2 out.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, Carlos.
Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Carlos Gonzalez. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. And that one hammered. Out of here. A solo shot. And they add a run. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there.
This one absolutely screamed out of here, singing a laser. Statcast tells us it was 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, it left in a real hurry and didn't go that far because of the launch angle being a little flatter, but clearly it had all the velocity it needed to leave the yard.
Now at the plate, Andres Phillips. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. It's not a hot streak anymore. It's a lifestyle. He is a special, special player.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, number 99.
Here comes Aaron Judge. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
On a bounce right side. Gets him easily, ends the inning. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. We're going into his 8th inning of work singing. He's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
In for a strike, 0-2. Pitch count in great shape. It seems he might have a chance to finish it. Got him swinging. Strikeout number 8.
But we're racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Conine, batting with one down, takes a strike. Out to short, Caballero. On the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out. Great play out there, and that keeps the perfect game alive. 2 down, bases empty. Xavier Edwards now at the plate. He's grounded out a couple of times.
And they're still looking for their first base runner of the game. It's been 23 up and 23 down. The perfecto is really in play at this point.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. The Fish yet to pick up a hit here. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Rice. And that'll do it. So now 24 have been set down in order. 3 left to go for perfection. You're dialed into the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Kate Gibson. And he has some nasty breaking stuff. Cedar Rafaela getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one.
Cedar Rafaela.
Just missed. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
The 3-1. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball, let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. 0-1. Ryan Gusto, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Fauché also throwing. That one outside.
That pitch is out.
Ball 2. And there's
That's
a ball.
ball 3.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. Payoff pitch. And one away.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead, getting that W.
Number one.
Rice now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Gibson, a guy that comes at you with one of the biggest curveballs around. It's got a ton of movement. And now the 0-1.
And what makes it so good is the tilt and the late break to it. Kind of reminds me of Andy Pettit as far as how sharp that breaking ball is.
The 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Marcy under it. And there are two outs. Who were some of the curveballs that you watched in your career that were difficult to deal with?
No, Boog, I kind of liked hitting curveballs if it was coming from a right-hander, but from a left-hander, different story. Some of the nasty ones, Andy Pettit, Barry Zito.
Just foul. The 0-1. That one pushed foul. Oh, 2 now. Squirts away a little bit.
That's ball 2.
Rafaela, the runner at first with 2 gone. Chop to the left side. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out. You think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Cade Gibson gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
So the Marlins go with a new arm, Calvin Fauché.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
First and second, 2 outs. Austin Wells digs in now. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit into the outfield. Now a long throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way for of second, and it's 5-0. So 2 on and 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. Oh, look at the stop, and they get the out. Carlos Rodon, perfect so far. We'll see if he can make history as we head to the ninth. Back here in New York, and all eyes on the mound as he begins the ninth inning, working on a perfect game. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer on it. Look at that right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
That one's in there. And the count 1-2.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Now it's going to be Jared Cerna.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat. Get that first hit at the big league level. These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient, take some pitches, see if you can extend those at-bats and get some base runners on.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. And he hits a ground ball right side. Jazz tosses the first. Now only 1 out remaining.
26 up and 26 down. One more out for a perfect game. This is awesome, Boog.
On the verge of baseball history here, and certainly one of the most dominating pitching performances we've seen. Everyone locked in right now. Hicks in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Two down, nobody on. Out towards right center field. And history! It's a perfect game!
Just unbelievable. I was nervous up here in the booth. I can only imagine what his teammates and even he felt out there on the mound closing this thing out. Everyone will remember this perfect game, and it'll be notched in Cooperstown forever.